global webinar. Today, our featured speaker comes from Singapore. She has a master's degree in social science and applied economics. She has spent a very successful 17-year career in corporate, in marketing, management, and communications. She's also a mother and an avid traveler, and today she comes to us from Melbourne, Australia, where she has started her brand new life with her family. Please welcome our speaker, Joanne Chong.
Hello, everyone. A very good day to every one of you online, wherever you might be. This is Joanne from Melbourne coming to you live. So exciting to be here with you today. It's been a couple of weeks since I was online because I haven't been feeling well. So I've been feeling a little bit down, not being able to share this amazing opportunity with as many people as I can. But today I am back, and I really am happy that you are online with me today. So thank you very much for taking time out of your life to do this for yourself, not for me, not for the person who invited you. But it always takes something out of every one of us, that little bit of courage to step outside of your comfort zone, to step outside of what you think you already know, to find out about what is possible, what else is possible in our lives. So, it is 5 years ago, approximately, where I was in the same position as you are, where I was invited to take a look at this position, this particular business proposition. And at that time, I was very comfortable in my life, just became a mother, and becoming an entrepreneur was certainly the last thing on my mind. There was so many things else that I was trying to get a grip of. But 5 years down the road, in this past 5 years, I really have learned so much about just, what it means to truly live a life at your own terms, and to be able to come up with your dreams and be able to be in a position to go for what is important to you is, I think, one of the biggest privilege and one of the best gifts you can give anyone, including yourself. So today I'm here to share with you a very important piece of news, perhaps maybe the most important piece of news that you could receive in a long time, because this is about an opportunity to potentially transform your life. Today I'm here to share with you a company called Jeunesse. Now, Jeunesse is actually a French word that means youth, and it certainly is something that every one of us would like to have. When I started with this company, I really saw it more as an opportunity to take care of myself better, to take care of my family better as well. I never saw it as really a chance to redesign my life, but I have found that to be one of the most exciting things that comes along with this business opportunity. One of the things that we are all a part of, but may not entirely be aware of, is the fact that in this world, there is a global convergence between technology, globalization, and also the very way that the economy is operating around us. Like right now, we are talking to each other via the internet on a Zoom platform, and that is something that didn't exist until this recent few years. Globalization is something that is here to stay, as we all know. This world is like a small little village now, thanks to technology. Excuse me. And also, as a result of all that, the businesses are taking a serious look about how they are operating and how they are setting themselves up for the future, because past business models no longer apply to what we are seeing right now. So this is something that's truly exciting as a business trend. And this is a group of people who saw that opportunity and turned it into something that you and I could benefit from. Meet the founders of Jeunesse Global, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, husband and wife team, who are themselves extremely successful. They have more than 40 years in technology and using technology to empower companies all over the world to scale and grow their businesses using technology. So this is something that is at the heart of what Jeunesse is all about, because we really latch on to a business model for the future. Scott Lewis is the Chief Visionary Officer of this company, and he is somebody whom I have a huge respect for. Despite being younger than me, I'm 42 this year, and he's younger, I believe, that he really brings his dynamism as well as his enthusiasm for life and passion to help people to live their dream life all over the world. Every time we meet this wonderful family, we feel that we're part of something that is really bigger than just a small business opportunity. One of the things that is very exciting about Jeunesse that most people fail to see from the outset is the fact that we are already in more than 130 countries and territories. Now, for some of us who come from the corporate world, like myself, when I first heard that we are in X number of countries, it didn't register. It didn't mean anything to me. But I'd like to break it down to you what that means, really, when it comes to running a business that is already in so many different countries and territories. First of all, you and I would, it's not difficult to imagine that it takes resources and time and definitely competency to be able to run a business in more than one country. If you start a business in, say, Australia and you want to scale over to New Zealand or some other country, it would take time and resources for you to do that. So to be able to bring a business to more than 130 countries and territories meant that you have the ability, this company has the ability to consolidate resources around the world. What Jeunesse also offers as a business proposition is an amazing cash flow management system that allows you to have transactions to take place all over these territories. And that is pretty amazing because we're talking about not one, not 13, not 10. We're talking about 130 countries and territories. We're talking about multiple different currencies and different payment gateways. But we have one single technological platform that is able to consolidate all of this into one single stage. There's another thing that most of us do not actually see because as consumers, we are very used to just purchasing products from all over the world. Perhaps they'll be shipped to your home. And sometimes, I don't know if it frustrates you, but when I go online to, say, Amazon.com to buy something, and I find something really beautiful, say, in the United States, and I want to ship it over, there's a little tiny fine print that tells me that Australia is not one of the shipping destinations. So that really frustrates me. But with Jeunesse, what we're able to do is that we have put in place a global logistics management platform through 40 different warehouses all over the world. We're able to deliver our products from door to any of these 130 countries and territories. That in itself, the logistic power that we're talking about that is built into the Jeunesse business opportunity is in itself the cornerstone of the logistics industry worldwide. And yet in Jeunesse, we're seeing the consolidation of global resources, a powerful cash flow management system that allows you to really activate any transaction across this platform, and also a global logistics management platform that allows you to take care of your customers door to door. And on top of all of this, obviously we need to have something that is powerful in terms of product and services. And that's what we're talking about. This is a company that has truly revolutionized the way that a direct selling company operates in our industry. We are raising not just one eyebrow, one time, twice. We have won more than 100 awards in less than 7 years of existence. Last year, based on the 2016 Direct Selling News Global 100 list, Jeunesse was ranked number 18. I remember when I first joined this company, the company was ranked just inside of 100. If I remember correctly, it was number 84. In 4 short years, this company has moved up the ranks in leaps and bounds and now is ranked number 18. Just in 2015 alone, our annual revenue surpassed the $1 billion mark. We did 1.1 billion with a B US dollars. And that is amazing because, to put things into perspective, there are only a handful of companies in the world, not in direct selling, but in the world that actually has achieved the same feat. And we're talking about countries, and we're talking about companies such as Apple, eBay, Facebook, Amazon.com. And these, as we know, are actually companies that are household names that's been around for some time, and they all achieved the same milestone in less than a decade. Jeunesse is the very first company to achieve this milestone, a $1 billion mark, in less than 10 years within the direct selling industry. Now, this is not something to scoff at because it requires all the effort and commitment of everyone involved. And I want to congratulate everyone who is online with me right now, including myself, that we're part of a huge global wave, the new paradigm in which businesses can actually impact lives of every single person who give our chance to be a part of. So let's take a look at what makes this company so special. When I started joining the company, I was only interested in the products because I was very comfortable in my job. I was in senior management and I was doing relatively well. There was no reason to change. But I just gave birth and I did not look a day, below 50 years old. I felt old, I felt tired, and I was really looking for somebody to take care of myself. And in came the youth enhancement system. And the youth enhancement system at that time when I first met it was a lot simpler than this, but it has since grown and it is actually a very powerful cellular management system that allows you to help your body to restore vitality and youth by dealing with your cells from the inside out as well as outside in. So over here, I want to really share with you a little bit more about the technology that goes behind all these products. The youth enhancement technologies that we have access to are some of the most cutting edge in the world. One of the top doctors that we're working with in this industry is here, Dr. Nathan Newman. Now, Dr. Nathan Newman is very, very widely sought after for his views on anti-aging, as well as how you can use stem cell technology to improve not just how we look aesthetically, but also one of the most powerful healing ability of the body. So working with somebody like Dr. Nathan Newman is, for me, a huge privilege because, if I were left to my own devices, if I were left to my own abilities, I probably would never even know about this gentleman. He is very successful in his own right, and he is one of the board members in our medical advisory board. We work with several top talents in the anti-aging industry. These are very successful doctors and scientists who bring their expertise into the Jeunesse platform. They don't work for us, they choose to work with us. And for me, that says a lot because these people have options, but they choose to work with only the best in the industry. With Jeunesse, what we're able to do with Dr. Nathan Newman is that we were able to create a product, a system of skincare, adult stem cell skincare products that contains a very high number of growth factors. Now, when you and I were younger, we actually see that our skin recovers a lot faster from cuts and pimples and any injury. That's because when we're younger, our body, our cells work a lot faster as they were designed to do. And over time, our cells actually don't work as effectively anymore. They get damaged, they slow down, they age, and they eventually will die because all these cells have a cycle. What we have managed to do, our doctors have managed to do, is to be able to harness this natural ability to heal by kickstarting our cells to do what they're designed to do. So more than 200 growth factors are found in our skincare products, in our serum, for example. And what this does is that when you apply this product onto your skin, you will actually literally see that your skin start to recover and repair a lot faster than otherwise. And for me, that really came across really fast because I was in my late 30s when I started using this product. And after giving birth, I had hormonal changes. I had all kinds of skin problems. And obviously, the fact that I didn't take care of myself as well as I could have in the past really didn't help. But when I started taking these products, applying these products and taking the nutritional supplements that came with the system, which I'll talk about in a short while, I really started to see the effects within a very short period of time. One of the most exciting things about our skincare range is the fact that how simple it is to use. I don't know about you, but being somebody who is always busy and always traveling a lot, I always looking for ways to simplify my life, but have it work at the same time. And this set of skincare products is so simple. You can bring it anywhere and anyone, as long as you're a human being, you can use it because it's designed to work with our bodies to restore and rejuvenate our skin cells. So let's take a look at a third-party lab study that was done using our Luminous series. And there were a group of men and women who were exposed to our Luminous line of products. And the exciting things about this study is the fact that everyone who were exposed to these products said that they would recommend the products to their family and friends. And we all know, you and I know, that we would only recommend nothing but the best to our loved ones. And many of them actually saw that their skin looked younger. Okay, we have the vast majority of more than 80% felt that their skin looked younger. There was an improvement in skin smoothness and luminosity, and also skin firmness. I think, when I started to look at anti-aging, I started to look at all the different problems, and you start to look at how you need different products in order to take care of the different issues that you're facing. So one of the things that I really love about Luminance, and I know a lot of people say the same, is how effective they are and how simple they are. So right here, we have a lady, the before and after picture, where she used our product for more than 50 days and saw that 65% of the deep lines on her face, which are the blue little lines that you see on the screen right now, have been reduced. And this is something that is not just on the surface. You can look and see on the inside that it's actually skin deep. So if you look at this gentleman over here, as long as you are human, like I said, you will be able to benefit from this technology. This gentleman over here also experienced a significant, a dramatic improvement in the quality of his skin after using our products during the study. So this is something that truly is exciting, because we are not the only ones who are sharing this with the rest of the world. We have, so many people who have benefited from this product, but the story of Jeunesse literally started with this woman over here. Her name is Winnie. Hello, Winnie, if you're online. It's been a pleasure to be a part of your story as well, to watch it unfold. Look at Winnie's face, and in this picture, you will notice that her face is a little bit different on two sides. One side is tighter than the other, and the lines are not as obvious. And that's the side, actually, that she applied 10 weeks of serum. Now, Winnie is one of the first 5 distributors of Jeunesse that started this journey, that started this business. At that time, there was only one product. Nobody knew if the product worked. Nobody was making money yet. And she actually volunteered herself to be the guinea pig. And she used it on her face. And brave Winnie actually used her story to inspire so many people to see what is possible with a little bit of belief. One of her friends saw her face and was really excited. He's a skin cancer specialist, and he said to her, "Could I take a picture of your skin?" And that is the result on the left side of the screen. You will see that there are 2 pictures that look entirely different, but they're actually Winnie's face, the 2 sides of her face. So the side that's red, that's actually not bad skin. It's actually just a regular skin, but mature. Winnie was 62 years old when this picture was taken. So on that side, with no serum applied on it, it was a natural state in which there was no more collagen. And you could see that the redness are actually our red blood vessels. And this is what you would expect to see in mature skin, in your skin and my skin as we age. On the other side, however, you would notice that the texture, the color, and all of that is completely different. And that is a result of using 10 weeks of serum on her face. And this is something truly exciting, because the doctor told us that those white spots that you see, they are actually baby collagen. For somebody who's in the 62 years old, naturally, it's not possible for our body to produce collagen at 62. In fact, our body stopped producing collagen at around 30 years old, which is why so many of us start to see evidence of aging. The lines, the wrinkles, the sagging, they all start around that time, because our bodies start to respond to what we are naturally built to do. And the collagen that we find on Winnie's face after 10 weeks, that is real evidence that our product actually does what we say it does. So that's the skincare, and I was a huge beneficiary of that. And within 2 weeks, I saw an improvement on my face. But what also I benefited from was this particular product called Reserve. Now, Reserve is a very simple antioxidant fruit blend, 100% botanical, and it contains not just some of the most exciting antioxidants that we know out there, like cherry juice, acai berries, blueberry, green tea, pomegranate, aloe vera, grape extracts. All of these are actually the buzzwords. All the nutritionists and doctors are recommending that we take more of, if possible, in our day-to-day. And right now, Jeunesse has found a way, our doctors have found a way to combine all of this with a very strong polyphenol called resveratrol. Now, resveratrol is the very ingredient in red wine that has been identified by doctors worldwide that will help to protect our heart. Now, resveratrol in itself already has a lot of literature, if you search online, on how powerful it can be for the human body. And when you combine that with all of these superfoods, you now have in one sachet a very convenient form of nutrition on the go, anywhere you go. Some of you might know that I was not feeling well for the past 2 weeks, and I have been nursing this cold for a while. I have not taken a single tablet, not a single piece of medication, because I have been taking reserve. For me, this is the most powerful way to kickstart the natural immune system and to be able to help our body to heal better. It is such a natural way of living to me that this is one of the greatest gifts that nature has given us, and Janez and the doctors that we work with have found a way to put it into a simple formula so that all of us can benefit from it. So this is only two of the many products in our youth enhancement system. And we're talking about a set of youth enhancement technologies that are at least 5 to 10 years ahead of the rest of the market. And for me at that time, I was excited about the products, but I didn't immediately recognize that if I were to be able to benefit from this, there will be a lot of other people who would as well. But thankfully for me, I had people who never gave up on me and continued to share this possibility with me. And I started to see that if I could help other people get well, or build a better health structure, and be able to also at the same time share this great news with other people and build a fortune for themselves, that is something that is truly unique. In my opinion, it is something that completely did not conform to what I have been brought up to learn, to know, and to understand. In my 17 years of corporate career, I never saw anything that is so powerful and scalable like this. So Janez actually comes with a very powerful business opportunity. You can look at the product and say, you know what, I like to try the product. I'm not sure about the business, which is fair. But if you really want to look at this in a more complete manner, you have to pay attention to what I'm going to share with you next, because, you know, this could literally change your perspective of what is possible in your life. Janez has 6 different streams of income. And for me, that was an immediate check on my list, because, you know, in the 17 years where I work in the corporate world, every job that I had paid me one salary at the end of 1 month's worth of work. I never had the opportunity to make more than one salary from one company. I had to diversify my income sources by looking at other ways, such as investment in properties or buying shares in stocks and so on and so forth. But the beauty of Janez is straight off, it gives you the opportunity, if you choose, to make money from 6 different ways. Let me quickly go through them with you. Well, when you join Janez and you become a distributor, you have access to all the products at wholesale price. And when you have friends who see the improvements in you and they want to get a go at the products, they could either choose to buy it from the website, your website, which you will receive as part of you joining as a distributor, and they could purchase the products at the retail price online, whereas you as a distributor will then have a so-called cost price of wholesale price. So the difference between the retail price and the wholesale price is automatically your profit. And this is then deposited into your e-wallet, electronic wallet, which Janez gives all of us. It's like a merchant account. So it is really exciting. But at the same time, I think for a lot of people, you're not interested in selling products, just like I wasn't. I still don't like to sell products, and this business is so not about selling products. Because if you allow yourself to take it forward, you start to see how by sharing the great news, you're benefiting others at the same time, building yourself a sustainable source of income. When your friends start to use the products, or they look at the way our products are designed and understand that this being a cellular management system, it actually requires a period of time and repeated usage when you see the improvements. So they may want to buy more at one go, which is the great news is if they choose to do that, they have several options. The company wants to benefit all our new customers who look at our products and this opportunity with packages. So depending on where you are, you could be in different parts of the world. Please ask the person who invited you to look at this opportunity what your options are. The table that you see right here shows the options that are available in the United States. So you have anywhere from basic to ambassador, and these packages have different quantity of products. So as a distributor, when you have a friend who say, you know what, I'd like to take on the ambassador package, then straight off the bat, the company will pay you a $200 US. It's almost like a referral fee for introducing a new customer to the company. And this is the beauty of what we are doing, because a lot of people don't understand direct selling. We think that direct selling means I sell to you. It's not that. Direct selling actually is when the manufacturing company sells direct to the customers. So in the middle, a lot of the traditional companies, what they would do is they spend a lot of the middle part. They bring in middlemen. They have retail stores. They have commission agents and have all kinds of different things. And they put them into marketing budget. So what company like Jeunesse is able to do is that while they manufacture the products, they're able to save everything in the middle and then channel this into a potential income for distributors like you and I, because we're doing the job through word of mouth. So this is really a very simple system that taps into the human's ability to share all things good and great. So maybe some of you are thinking, well, that's not very exciting because, you can see how it falls into the old way of doing business, which is, you are absolutely right. Because to me, one of the most exciting things about Jeunesse is the fact that it allows us to build leveraged income. Now, leverage income, to many of us, maybe we understand that as, maybe investing in a property and collecting rent for property for a length of time, without having to work further. But actually, there is another way to look at building leverage income. And with Jeunesse, we offer you several ways. The first way is called team commissions. And team commissions, very simply, when you start to share this opportunity with others, whether it's about the product or whether it's about the way, a new business idea, and when people come on board, they all start the same way. They all will look at the packages, they will pick one that works for them. And every time somebody buys a product or joins the business, points are being accumulated. And what we do is that automatically we have a system, a computer system that helps us to group our team into 2 separate teams. Okay, so this is building an international organization. As I've mentioned, this company is already in 130 countries and territories. So you can have your customers or distributors and business partners anywhere in this 130 countries and territories, and they are then grouped into 2 separate teams. And if you consider these 2 teams like 2 separate bank accounts, fixed deposit bank accounts, every time somebody buys something with their credit card, you automatically will earn points because all these packages and products also comes with points. And once you accumulate all these points, you start to see that when the system see a match between your left team and your right team, when they come together and there's a 300 meeting of 600 points, you get paid $35 US. Now, $35 US doesn't sound a lot, does it? It didn't sound very exciting to me. Well, that was before I realized that the mechanism behind how the $35 US can be earned. In fact, the very first time I earned the $35, I was actually asleep. How did that happen? Well, I had shared the products and the business opportunity with a few close people around me. I have friends all over the world and I started to spread the word. And they started to share it with other people as well. And I remember that the very morning when I woke up, I logged into my back office and I looked at what was in my e-wallet. I noticed that there was an extra $35 there. And I was thinking to myself, how did this come about? I had to ask. And when I backtraced that, I started to see, wow, this is powerful. When I was sleeping, there were other people around the world who were sharing this great news, and people were jumping on board because they saw what we saw as a vision. And as a result of that, I got paid. So the company has a built-in mechanism that can allow you to earn up to 750 times of $35 every single week. Now, there is no guaranteed income, but there's a guaranteed possibility. How would $26,250 US change your life? How would that look for you? How would your life look like if you were able to make $26,250 US in a week? There are many people that I know. Back in Singapore, where it's one of the highest per capita income in the world, there are people who don't make $26,250 US in a month, not even in a year. So if you have the possibility, if you have a chance right now to go for that, would it excite you? Now, maybe to you, that's too much money, but to a lot of people, this is not enough. Because for someone like me, when I saw that if this is one way to make money with Jeunesse, what else is there? And this is where I get really excited because I got introduced to what we call a leadership matching bonus. Now, when I introduce you to the business, you would be my level 1 distributor. And when you introduce your friend to the business, the person will be your level 1, but my level 2, and so on and so forth. And as the network grow, as the organization grow, what it means is that more and more people actually hear about this wonderful opportunity to take care of themselves better, to really build a fortune if that's what they want to do, or to make an extra few couple hundred of dollars that will make a huge difference to your life. Whatever it is up to you how much money you want to make. But in the process of people finding their way with this business and finding their level of success with this business, the best way to make money with this company, in my opinion, is it allows me to help people to be successful. And in the process of doing that, I become successful myself. So what this means is that, for example, if you sponsor me, I become a level 1 distributor. And I saw that this business could literally change my life, and I got to work. And let's say, give me 2 years and I do really well, and I'm making 26,250 US dollars in a week. You as my sponsor have the opportunity, depending on your rank, to start matching me 20%. What that means is that for every $35 that I make, you also get paid $7, 20% of 35. So when I make 10,000, you get paid 2,000. So that's how it works. Now, if you have 5 customers every month who repeat order, then this 25% matching gets bumped up to 25%. If you have 10 or more customers who does that every month, reorder, you actually get bumped up to 30%. And subsequent levels up to level 7, you have a different percentages which you get to enjoy depending on how far you take your business, the rank that you have achieved. So this is truly something revolutionary for me because, I have always thought in the corporate world, we fight for ourselves. If there's a promotion waiting, then if I have a few colleagues, we are all competing for that one position. When I get promoted, somebody else loses out. But in this business, it is built in our interest to all work together so that we will all be successful. If I were to help you to be successful, I will become successful too. So for me, this is one of the most humane aspects of this business, which I absolutely love. And it keeps me going because it truly brings out the best in everybody. One final way to make money with this company is something that truly, if you understand the potential of this, you will know why we're all so excited. It's called the Diamond Bonus Pool. Now, the company sets aside 3% of its global cumulative volume in terms of points to be paid quarterly to qualified diamond directors. And diamond directors are one of the top producers of the companies. And how it works is a little bit like dividend sharing or profit sharing. Okay, so a company, usually a normal listed company, usually at the end of 1 year, they will calculate all that they need to calculate, and then they come up with a small amount of money, and then they might share it with their shareholders, profit sharing. But with Jeunesse, we actually are like shareholders. As diamond directors and above, you get paid a bonus every 3 months. What this looks like, let me give you a sense. We are already in 100 countries and territories all over the world, more than 100. Your business might be in 50 countries by the time you became a diamond director. What this means, the Diamond Bonus Pool means that you now have the opportunity to also dip into the other 80 countries and territories that you do not yet have any presence. But you get to partake in the productivity in all those countries where you not yet have business in. Now, to me, that is extremely powerful because it means you're literally leveraging a global network of resources. And it doesn't get any better than that. Because based on your own effort, you may never go into these markets. But based on the Jeunesse platform, the way it's designed to work, we now have the opportunity to leverage on everybody's productivity. Complete strangers, but as long as you work hard, you get to participate in this wealth. So one of the most exciting things besides making money about Jeunesse, for me, is the fact that it also celebrates human spirit. We work hard. We all work hard, whether it's with Jeunesse or not. We all work hard because we want a great life. We want to have a great lifestyle, to have the resources to live the way we want to live. And with Jeunesse, every year you have 2 opportunities to really work in travel incentive programs where you get the chance to travel for free. And this year, just in the first half of the year, we have over 1,000 distributors from all over the world in the Jeunesse hemisphere going to the Mediterranean cruise into Europe. And that trip was free. And the next one that we have, which is ongoing right now, is actually a trip to our global headquarters in Orlando, Florida, where we're going to hold our last global convention, expo. And this is something that truly is exciting for many people because the company has grown so big that it is finding difficulty to find one place to house all the distributors from all over the world. So this will be the last one. And we have the travel promotion running till the end of this month. So anyone who gets on board right now still have a time and still have a chance to run with it. And all these opportunities where the gathering of minds come together, we get to learn together, we get to grow together, we get to have fun together. It is just one of the most amazing ways to do a business and still enjoy a lifestyle that is, the envy of most people. So when we look at this whole thing, I don't know if anything of what I've shared with you excites you, but it sure excites me as I share it, because we truly are living in a new paradigm. We have a proven business model that has been around for 6 years. It's not a fly-by-night company. We are amongst the giants in this world. We have proven that our business model works, our product works, the people work, and with the US global system, we also have a proven methodology in how you could achieve success with this company. So it is amazing because we're now able to put together cutting edge technology as well as giving you an opportunity to leverage the global economy. If you are like me, I was craving for flexibility and time freedom. I want to be financially independent. I want to be debt free. I want to be able to provide my family with an amazing lifestyle. I found that I could achieve all of that with Jeunesse if I knew what I had in my hand. And right now, you have the opportunity to join this global community, and we are in a massive, massive mission. We are running like crazy. We are holding more than 10 of these webinars every single week in 5 different languages, speaking to people, thousands of people all over the world, because we know that this is a time, if you want to change your life, there is no better time. So for me, this is just one of the simplest part of what I do, to be able to share the great news with you. But I really also want you to hear from some people who actually have been a part of this journey. And I want to invite them to join me from all over the world. There are 4 guests who are waiting to come and share their stories with you. So may I invite the very first person all the way in the United States. This gentleman is someone, I have never actually met him in person. We've only met online via the Jeunesse platform. And we already have an amazing connection like brothers and sisters. Can I invite Vas from California? Vas, are you there? Hi, brother. I know Vas is actually in he's actually involved in some meetings. So he is trying to get online, and I hope that his internet is stable enough. Vas, can you join us? There you go. Hi.
I'm here.
Hi.
What's
Good.
up? I
Wow.
was listening. It's awesome.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure always to speak with you. And I know that again you are not at home somewhere and spreading the word of Jeunesse. How are you?
I am really well, really, really well.
Well,
Thank
Vance,
you.
I know that your time is precious. So I'm just going to keep this really concise, okay? So I
Yeah,
know that you
really.
have always been a very shrewd businessman. In fact, you already have made your millions, found your first pot of gold. And, as some would say, you don't need to work anymore. So what is it that have you look at Jeunesse? How did you meet Jeunesse, and what do you actually see compared to what you used to do? Could you share that with us, please?
Sure, I sure can, Joanne. Thank you for letting me share. For me, I'm always adventurous, and I look at different things, and I get bored sometimes after building one company. I look to see, okay, what. But that doesn't mean I don't want to stop working. I don't work. I want to do something. I want to build something. So I've had many different businesses, and last 18 years I built an ATM machine, cash machine business, due to the deregulation of the industry here in the U.S. And when a friend of mine who was a very wealthy businessman in the U.S. told me about online business, I said, well, tell me more because I'm curious. And he said, well, you can make money online. I said, I'm in. So I didn't know what it was yet, but I was, because it's my friend, I trust him. So I said, I want to know more. And then to make a long story short, the first day I saw it, I was like, wow, this is so easy because I have no employees. I don't need to inventory any products at home. I don't need to ship it out. I don't have to collect any money. And this is like a virtual business that It's an absentee business, actually. I don't have to be anywhere. I could be anywhere in the world. So it made sense to me, and timing, again, I didn't know anything about the Zen industry, but when they showed me the potential, like you showed, of the $26,250, I mean, those are just numbers game. So once I achieve what I need to achieve, it's just a possibility of earning that. So that excited me, of course, because I want to do a lot more, not just for myself, other people around the world. So that's one of the reasons I got involved, because it looks like a very exciting business, and money potential is there.
Right. So, the money part is always going to be attractive, and you already being so successful, you saw it as a way to scale the business beyond the United States. How many countries is your business in right now, Vas?
My business is in about 20 countries right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and I love all the people in those countries. and that's not because they're working and the points accumulate for me. But what excites me is someone else other than myself saw this opportunity in another part of the world. Wow, that's exciting when they get to take care of themselves and help others as well. That's what's exciting about the expansion globally for me.
Yeah, that's just one of the things that I hear from you and a lot of very successful entrepreneurs who actually become a part of our global team. That's what they say. They talk about how when they were successful in their own business, well, that was fulfilling at some level. But what Jeunesse is able to give you is that you can now actually help other people achieve the kind of success that is possible.
Of course, and Joe, I've not always been successful in business. I've tried many different things, and some have crashed and burned. So it's like trying and trying and trying till you make it, whatever you want to do. So the success comes when you keep trying, and that's without giving up. I keep trying, and success comes. So
that's awesome.
It's not easy, but it's simple to do if you do the work.
Yes, that's right. And I like what you've just said, because you've tried so many things, and that takes a lot of courage. But it also meant that you went through a process of trial and error before you hit the jackpot, so to speak. But with Jeunesse, one of the things I love, wouldn't you agree, that is the fact that we don't actually have to guess or try and figure it out how we do.
Oh yeah, that exactly. And I've had businesses in the past where I had to figure everything out. Lucky, I wasn't, I wasn't going to give up. But the system, it makes it so much easier to do, because I don't have to figure everything out. Like, look at these webinars. I didn't come up with this. So the system did, and it makes my business simple to conduct and share all around the world. So, I have friends listening in from different countries right now, so it's exciting for me.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Vas, so much for giving us this perspective from an entrepreneur, what this is doing for you. Thank you. And I know that you need to run off to another meeting, so I won't hold you back much longer.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate being here. See you soon.
Okay. See you very soon. Thanks, Vas. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so the next person that I'd like to invite to have a chat with me online is somebody who is a little closer to me in the same continent, in Australia. But she's in a different city, and she's a friend that I've met only very recently. But as you know, people say, birds of the same feather flock together, right? And when we met, I just felt like she's like a kindred soul to me, and both of us just hit it off so well. Can I invite Bev from Perth, Australia to join me? Bev, are you here?
I am. Hi, Joanne. How are you?
Hello, lovely. It's always great to see you. Even though you're in Perth and I'm in Melbourne, I see you so often, and I feel like you just live next door.
We're best friends, and we haven't actually met in person.
That's right. That's right. Well, Bev, I didn't actually introduce you because I thought you do a much better version of your story. Would you share with our friends online right now a little bit of your background and how you got to know Jeunesse?
Absolutely. My background, I started off as a nurse, and then I realised that wasn't my cup of tea. So then I decided that traditional businesses, and I actually had to have 4 of them before I actually realised that wasn't my cup of tea. So then I decided to go corporate, and that was even worse. I think I was jumping from the frying pan into the fire with each step I took in my life.
Wow.
Now in hindsight, I think it was all put together to actually allow me to see this platform, and for me to know that this was probably the only thing that I could probably find my real potential in. So I think I went through all of those stages just to arrive here right now.
That's awesome. I really have to commend you that after all that process, that you still held on to hope and you still allowed yourself to see something that is beyond what you already know in this platform. I mean, you did share with me that in the beginning when you were introduced to Jeunesse, you were not entirely a believer yet, right?
Exactly. I wasn't, only because I actually didn't understand it. You know, I really had a picture in my head that I'd be going around knocking on doors and having a little brochure under my arm. And I saw myself having to go out at night, every night, sitting in front of people doing like party plans. So I just didn't get it. And, you know, and that may have been in the past, and that still may be somehow these businesses work. But when I saw this truly and understood it, I knew that this was something that, you know, was going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And more people are jumping on board with this because there's a whole new wave of people who understand it. They get it now.
Yeah, it's like a whole new wave of entrepreneurs coming together all over the world. It's really exciting.
It is, and it's exciting to be part of it because, you know, I often think, you know, by the grace of God, I could have missed out just because I was purely so stubborn. You know, I'm just so glad that I sort of took off those blinkers that, you know, I had people telling me too, are you kidding me? You're going to do that? Like, and they even had the impression that it was door-to-door sales. So, you know, for me, it was like really taking off those blinkers and saying, you know what, I don't care what other people think. I've got to look at this for myself.
Oh,
and it was when I did that that I actually just saw how good it was, yeah.
That's awesome. You know, and Bev, I've had the privilege to meet online several of your team members. And, you know, I'm just amazed by how inspired they are by what your vision of this business is. Could you share that with us, please? What do you see is possible with this business for people generally when you share it with others?
You know, I like what Zig Ziglar says. You know, we actually don't build a business, we build people. And then that builds a business, and it's so true. And I think I've just surrounded myself with very like-minded people who have visions, and they have family and friends that they see visions for. So it's like we're not selling a product. I feel like we're actually going around planting seeds and visions in people's brains. And so I've been surrounded by a whole lot of people who are like me, and maybe we could be a little bit crazy because we do think outside the box. But it's a fabulous feeling to be surrounded by people who to want to help other people as well. So to me, it's just a vision of you know, helping other people to help other people to help other people. And so, like you said, we all flock together because we are. Sometimes I think we are. We've got that little bit of that percentage of population where we want more.
Yes, definitely. And there's, you know, it's from what you've shared with us. I'm just think about the people in my life, you know, who are like me. They're still working and they're still looking at their life and still feeling trapped at different degrees, but they don't know what else is available out there. And I really see it as my responsibility to go out and tell them, hey, there is another way to look at life. There's another way to do life if you allow yourself. And I really want to thank you, Bev, for being that beacon of hope everywhere you go. That's how I see you. You're like a shining beacon of hope.
Just imagine, Joan, I often think about it when people say they're a bit nervous to approach people or whatever. I often think, what about if someone hadn't have showed me? Where would I be? You know, like if someone hadn't have thought, you know what, I'm going to show Beth. I hate to think. So whenever I think about sharing it with others, I think, you know what? I don't want you to miss out. It might not be for you, but I don't want you to miss out just in case it is for you. So I love that I feel like I can share something and feel really good about it.
Absolutely. Great. I have to make sure that I put that into my regular vocabulary too. I don't want you to miss out. Don't know if it's for you, but I really don't want you to miss out. I think that's a simple but very powerful way of putting this across. Thank you, Bev, so much for sharing with us all these pearls of wisdom. I always love you being around you. Thank you, Bev.
Thank you, Joanne.
I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'll catch up with you soon. All right. Okay, the next person that I want to introduce you to, somebody who is very close to my heart. You know, we've got a very interesting story because 5 years ago when I started this journey, she was someone that I started this journey with. You know, we joined the company on the same day and just a few hours apart, and we live in the same condominium. So we were a part of a few of us mummies who got together, not knowing what this is about, but we just got together and just got it going. And she's also one of the Ruby directors from Singapore, one of the first Ruby directors in Singapore under US Global System. I'd like to welcome Trisha Kwar from Singapore. Trisha, you there?
Hi.
Hi. Where are you? I can't see you. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm so happy to see you. You have no idea. I feel like just grabbing you in the camera and just give you a big hug.
Thank you so much.
You know,
It's been so long.
yeah, it's been so long. I mean, I've moved from Singapore to here for a year, but you know, our journey has been so, you know, like intertwined from day one. And
Yeah.
we've gone through so much together as business partners and, you know, great friends. We were neighbors and then we
Yeah.
became friends and then business partners. So that's amazing. But, you know, Trisha, I really want to borrow your story to share with people a few things, because I think it's what you've gone through is such an inspiration to so many. You were already very successful when we met. I remember you were very successful in real estate. In fact, you are always very entrepreneurial. You and I come from, like, to me, you and I, two different worlds. You know, I'm like the corporate woman, and then you're the entrepreneur. I always felt that I have so much to learn from you. So when you first got to know Jeunesse, did you always see it as an opportunity to make money?
Not exactly. Okay,
Mhm.
actually, in fact, I must thank my neighbor. She's actually owning an auditing firm as well, and her name is Mary Tan. You
Yeah.
can connect with her as well.
The other one of the other mummies where we started this business together
Yeah,
in Singapore.
first
Yes.
five, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So had not for her, I will not know what Jeunesse is all about. And I'm definitely influenced by her excitement, her passion to help people. And from her, through her, I definitely know how possible Jeunesse can help me. So
Mm.
there's actually one point of time, like what you mentioned, okay, I'm trying to seek out for something. So close to 4 years back, okay, I was trying to juggle my time between beauty salon and my realtor business. And I also actually I actually work for others as well.
Mm.
I'm in a job, okay, as an IT security specialist in British Telecom and IBM. So having said that, juggling so many things within that 4 years, okay, my
Mm.
health was actually badly compromised. I was diagnosed with pre-cancer in the last quarter in 2012. That's
That,
when we started Jeunesse.
yes,
Yeah.
that's right. I remember
So yeah, and I learned that actually our antioxidant food gel reserve can actually help combat cancer. So
that.
having learned about this benefit, I started to actually drink a lot. And reserve definitely had helped me reduce my cancer marking. And that is why I strongly believe this product can help many people. I started off being a consumer and I'm very skeptical about this platform. Yeah,
Mm.
but so like I said, Mary, she has always been very helpful. She made me see, okay, and actually to top it up, we went to Hong Kong Jeunesse University. That was
Yeah.
close to 4 years back. And actually I learned from Kim Hui, our USGS founder. Okay, she's able to retire her husband. So, and that's exactly what I want. I wanted to retire my husband. For the benefit
Why?
for yeah, for benefit for people who do not know my husband, okay, he's actually in a regional sales role and he needs to travel every week to Dubai. Okay, and that's 14 hours to and fro. And he has been traveling for more than 10 years. Okay. And
Wow.
yeah. So he has grown to become a very tired man, and he doesn't have quality time with us. Okay, I have two kids, one at the age of 11 and 5 years old. So you can imagine that he's so tired, and I want being his wife. Okay, I wanted to help fulfill his dream to have quality
Mm.
time with his kids and family, parents as
Mm.
well. And to
Mm.
be honest, I've actually grown to be very insecure of my future with him. Because there have been so many airplane crash tragedies happening
Sure.
recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I humble down myself. I go back to the basic and actually learn from all the mentors within USGS environment. And there I am. I'm very happy. I have a choice of my time, my how I'm going to lead my life on this platform.
Yeah, and it's thank you so much for sharing such a personal account of your life. You know, being there and watching how you handle the whole episode with your precancer cells, how it was, even as a friend at that time, we were all concerned for you. We were all rallying around you, but we were so glad to hear that Rizzo was able to help you. But
Yeah.
that obviously built your conviction because you really went on to build a business, not just in Singapore, but you have so many business partners all over the world. And I have the privilege to know many of them. So for you, you have given up all the rest of the projects that you had. Yes, yeah. And right now, I also know that, I remember you used to say how your husband was not supportive of you doing this business because you were doing so many things, and then there's Janess, and he being away so much. Obviously, time together is very precious, and right now you're no longer doing all of that. How is your husband taking it? And what do you actually see that have you give up everything else and focus on Janess?
Oh, okay. After I actually advanced to the next rank, being a lady director, of course, a husband being so practical, he saw I'm making money, and he actually felt that I had become a very happier person, and because we have all these Zoom trainings and Zoom meetings going on, and somehow my kids were actually at home. They get to see, they get to experience their money. What is money doing on this online platform? And in fact, right now, I'm actually encouraging my daughter, okay, to keep in contact with all her friends on Facebook so that she can start building a network and work on them. And my husband, I mean, he still loves me, of course. So he felt that since I'm much more happier, and he see money coming in. Yeah, and he felt that, why not? This platform has, is actually able to touch people, change their life, and it's more humane, to his context. So that's why he's actually much more supportive, and he allows me to work on this platform full time as well. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. It really is. It's a huge breakthrough, I know, for you. A huge load off your shoulders to have your husband support you. And I know we expect and we know you are in for great things, Tricia. Looking forward to becoming diamonds together as we started this journey. I know that when we get there, we will be side by side. Really looking forward to that. I see you back in Singapore in a couple of weeks to give you a big hug. Send my love.
Okay.
Send my love to your children. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye. See you soon. All right. It's whenever you catch up with friends, people who were perfect strangers, but then they become friends, they become family members with you. It's part of this business. It's one of the amazing things that we have. And right now, I want to go to another person who is all the way in the United States, and she's somebody that between the two of us, we have something in common. We're both from Singapore, but living in a different country right now. And I'd like to introduce to you Ruby Director from Los Angeles, California, Fang Fang. Hi.
Hi, Joanne. How are you?
I'm good. You're looking so good. I love that hair on you.
Thank you. I like to change all the time for the better. So
Fabulous.
thank you for giving me the opportunity to share.
No, thank you for being with us today. Really, it's my first time chatting with you online, even though we have chatted offline before. And again, this is a wonderful opportunity for us to showcase what Janess can actually do for everyday people like you and I. You actually have always been an entrepreneurial spirit. Am I right? How many businesses have you had in the past?
I actually, not many. I actually had about, I want to say four businesses.
Right.
And established, yes.
Right. And can you share with us the one that you're most proud of?
Okay. My husband is a doctor, so in 2003 that we we own a medical spa. We were one of the pioneers that saw the trend. You know, we saw the trend of anti-aging, and people wanted to get beautiful instantly. You know, they want to feel that instant gratification at the time. So people were doing Botox and lasers and skin rejuvenation. We saw that trend. So I definitely grabbed it, and we opened up a med spa. So a med spa, we do all sorts of like rejuvenation services. And it was very difficult in the beginning because it's not a business that people know how to do it. So we kind of figured that out during the first few years, and it was hard. But in the end, in 2013, we did so well that we were one of the 60 highest volume in Botox injection in the country. So
in the USA, like US of A.
yes, and behind that, actually, we have sacrificed so much of our family time. You know, we wouldn't leave the office. We never really left the office. I can remember in the 10 years. So, but we were very fortunate in 2013. We were able to sell the business. You know, so gave us a big offer, and we took it. So
at the time, actually, you were already retired. You were forced into early retirement, so to speak.
I was very reluctant, you know. I decided to make the decision because I could see, you know, that even though I can make all that money, I wasn't happy. I knew that if I spent another 10 years in working that business, my life would not be fulfilled, and I wasn't satisfied.
Right. What were you looking for?
So after that, I was thinking that, you know what, why don't I just, you know, call it early retirement? And then I was like doing my gardening, you know, trying to, you know, grow some organic vegetables and plants in my garden. And then all of a sudden I realized that, you know what, life is short. I don't want to be spending all my life doing this, you know, and I want to be out in the workforce again. I want to be able to show my entrepreneurial spirit again to the world. And how do I do it? You know, I don't want to spend all my money again in investing in a business that I might take high risks. You know, so I decided that I should look around, and two of my friends that has been in Jeanette's business at the time about 4 years, and I could see how they have transformed their life. And one of them is a double diamond director, Yvonne Yan, and the other is May Chen, who is my sponsor.
Right.
And I've seen them financially, and the lifestyle is just so different. So I went to them and said, hey, you know what? A few years ago, you told me about this business, and I did not take it. I just think that it's network marketing. You know, there's nothing for me there. But I know that this is a huge business. It has. I knew in the end, I knew how they did it. You know, it involves in a global internet system, and the system itself and the possibility of duplication. That's the most important thing. And so that I learned the business 2 years, and here I am right now. I'm doing business over 19 countries. I have 19 countries territory, and I'm visiting China, Asia, very consistently to see my partners in every part in the world. And it opens up a door, you know, for me to see something that's beyond money. So, you know, I'm making friends like you. I knew you from from the business, right?
Yes.
And Trisha and Vas, and also now Beth in Australia. It's just amazing. It's like a epiphany, you know, of another direction in life and another form of business that nobody knows. I call it a best kept secret, you know. And you
not for long.
I was just so excited over the business. It's just a humbling journey and a humbling experience that, you know, after 2 years, I can see my next 10 years and my next 20 years. Can you believe it or not? As a traditional business owner, you can never see what's tomorrow. You want to make sure that you feed yourself, you feed your employees, and then it's always constant stress and burden over the overhead. I mean, Jeunesse is just amazing. I want to say that I cannot believe that if anybody that cannot see how amazing the platform is, just talk to us.
Hang on with us. That's incredible. That really is fun. Thank you so much. And, you know, just to round off our chat, would you share with us, what do you see for your next 10 years?
Okay.
What does it look
I
like?
see. Okay, I'm a person that you can see. I love looking good. I love looking healthy. I want to grow old gracefully in a way that I have true health. So the Gymnast products, it enable us to have a good body. Good health, and the anti-aging is always I'm always looking for. So I see in the future. I have that. I have my health, and also I want to have a secure type of wealth, which next I see that residual income that I can achieve from the platform, and most importantly is helping many people. In my traditional business, honestly, I can say that it's a very selfish business. You constantly have to be challenged by your competition. You have trade secret that you wouldn't want to share.
Right.
But in gymnastics, the more you share, the more you achieve, and the more you help other people. So this is what I can see that my life will be very rewarding in the gymnastics platform. And like Trisha, like what Trisha has said, you feel happier. That's
Awesome. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, you sum it up so beautifully. I find myself in my corporate, during my corporate career, I was chasing. And at the end, when I did give it up for Jeunesse, it was because I saw that I could live happier. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, we're all working hard and fighting every day to be happy, not just ourselves, but our loved ones as well. And you and I and everybody else online, we're very blessed that we're now at a time where we have Jeunesse in our lives, and we could use that to really empower ourselves to live any life we want. And that is truly a blessing and a gift. Thank you so much, Fang Fang, for sharing yourself so openly. And I really am looking forward to seeing you in Jakarta. Are you coming to Jakarta?
I'm going to Hong Kong, actually. I will see you in Hong Kong.
Okay, great. See you in Hong Kong then. Love you.
All right, see you.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.
There you have it. We have some amazing people whose lives, coming from all walks of life, but they all found a purpose and a way to scale their life beyond themselves in Jeunesse. I don't know if any of these stories made a difference to you. I hope so, because these people, they truly, genuinely brought their lives and they shared themselves so openly and authentically. I hope it gives you a new possibility. Even if it's just that hope, that sense of hope, it may not be something concrete yet, but I hope that you will take one step forward towards living life at your own terms. Go to the person who invited you to this webinar and tell them how you would like to get started. Once you get started, I promise you that as part of our US Global family, we are all in this together. We will do this together. We will make sure that every one of us have a sense of belonging, and we truly make our own dreams come true. All right, I really look forward to seeing many of you in our upcoming events all over the world. It is a great pleasure to be with you in the past 1 hour, and I will see you in future webinars. All right, take care. Bye-bye. If you see something for yourself, get back to the person who shared this video with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the official USGS YouTube channel to receive future videos.